A new axis of power is emerging, the rise of Saudi-China relations. The global landscape is shifting. Saudi Arabia, a longtime U.S. ally, is drawing closer to China. This development has significant implications for the existing world order. It reflects China's growing global influence and Saudi Arabia's evolving strategic priorities. For decades, the U.S. Saudi relationship was the cornerstone of Middle Eastern security. This partnership was built on oil and security cooperation. However, recent years have seen a notable shift in dynamics. Saudi Arabia's growing ties with China are multifaceted. They encompass energy, trade, and increasingly, security cooperation. This burgeoning partnership is a product of both opportunity and necessity. The world is witnessing the emergence of a new geopolitical axis. This has profound implications for the balance of power. It also raises questions about the future of the existing international system. Washington is watching the Saudi-China partnership with growing unease. Of particular concern is the potential for technology transfer with military applications. China has made significant strides in areas like artificial intelligence and ballistic missiles. The U.S. fears that closer ties between Riyadh and Beijing could erode its technological edge. There are concerns that sensitive technologies could find their way into Chinese hands. This could have implications for regional and global security. Another point of contention is China's growing military footprint in the Middle East. The U.S. has traditionally been the dominant security provider in the region. However, China's growing influence could challenge this long-standing arrangement. The U.S. has expressed its concerns to Saudi Arabia. It has warned against deepening security ties with China. However, Riyadh has maintained that it will pursue partnerships that serve its national interests. Understanding Saudi Arabia's strategic shift requires examining its domestic agenda. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has unveiled an ambitious plan called Vision 2030. This aims to diversify the kingdom's economy away from oil and modernize its society. Central to Vision 2030 is the need for foreign investment and technological expertise. China, with its economic might and technological prowess, has emerged as a key partner in this endeavor. Saudi Arabia sees China as crucial to achieving its ambitious development goals. Beyond economics, Saudi Arabia is also seeking to reduce its dependence on the United States. This is partly driven by a perception that the U.S. commitment to the region is waning. Riyadh is hedging its bets and diversifying its partnerships. Saudi Arabia's strategic calculus is clear. It seeks to secure its economic future and enhance its global standing. Partnering with China is seen as a pragmatic and necessary step in achieving these objectives. Section 4. Cementing ties, the booming economic relationship. The economic ties between Saudi Arabia and China have strengthened considerably in recent years. China is now Saudi Arabia's largest trading partner. Bilateral trade between the two countries has soared. Energy remains a cornerstone of the Saudi-China economic relationship. China is the world's largest importer of crude oil, and Saudi Arabia is a key supplier. This energy interdependence binds the two countries together. However, the economic relationship extends far beyond oil. Chinese companies are investing heavily in Saudi Arabia's infrastructure, telecommunications, and renewable energy sectors. These investments are helping to drive Saudi Arabia's economic transformation. Saudi Arabia and China are also exploring cooperation in new and emerging technologies. This includes areas like artificial intelligence, 5G, and robotics. These partnerships have the potential to reshape industries and drive innovation. Section 5. A strained partnership implications for U.S. Saudi relations. The growing Saudi-China partnership has cast a shadow over U.S. Saudi relations, creating a complex web of geopolitical implications. The U.S. sees China's growing influence in the Middle East as a significant challenge to its long-standing interests and strategic dominance in the region. This has led to increasing tensions and disagreements between Washington and Riyadh, with both sides struggling to find common ground. The U.S. has pressured Saudi Arabia to limit its engagement with China, particularly in sensitive areas like technology, security, and infrastructure development. However, these efforts have had limited success, as Saudi Arabia continues to pursue its own strategic interests. Saudi Arabia, under the leadership of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, is determined to chart its own course and achieve its Vision 2030 goals. Adding to the strain is the perception that the U.S. is becoming less reliable as a security partner, especially after its withdrawal from Afghanistan. The U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan and its reluctance to intervene in regional conflicts have raised serious doubts about its commitment to the Middle East, leaving allies uncertain. The U.S. Saudi relationship, once considered unshakable and a cornerstone of Middle Eastern stability, is now facing unprecedented challenges and uncertainties. The growing Saudi-China partnership is a major factor in this evolving dynamic, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of the region. It remains to be seen how this will play out in the long run, but the implications for U.S.-Saudi relations are profound and far-reaching. Section 6. A multipolar world: global power dynamics in flux. The burgeoning Saudi-China partnership is a symptom of a larger trend, the emergence of a multipolar world, where power is distributed among several influential nations. The era of unipolarity, with the United States as the sole superpower, is fading. This shift marks the end of an era where American influence was unchallenged. New centers of power are rising, challenging the existing order. Countries like China, India, and Russia are asserting their influence on the global stage. China's economic and military rise is reshaping the global balance of power. Its ambitious Belt and Road Initiative is a testament to its growing reach. Beijing is asserting itself on the world stage, seeking to expand its influence and promote its interests. This includes strengthening diplomatic ties and increasing its presence in international organizations. This has led to increased competition and rivalry with the United States. The trade war and military standoffs are just a few examples of this growing tension. Other powers, such as Russia, India, and the European Union, are also seeking to carve out their own spheres of influence. Each is leveraging its unique strengths to gain a foothold in the new world order. The result is a more complex and unpredictable geopolitical landscape. Alliances are shifting, and new conflicts are emerging as nations vie for dominance. The rise of China and the shift towards multipolarity have profound implications for global governance. Traditional power structures are being challenged, and new alliances are forming. Existing institutions and norms are being tested as new powers seek to reshape the rules of the game. The future of global governance will depend on how these emerging powers interact with established ones. Section 7. The view from Beijing: China's strategic calculus. From China's perspective, the growing relationship with Saudi Arabia is strategically significant. This partnership is not just about diplomacy, it is a calculated move in the grand chessboard of global politics. It aligns with China's broader goals of expanding its global influence, securing energy resources, and establishing itself as a dominant player on the world stage. Promoting its economic interests through strategic alliances is a key component of China's foreign policy. Saudi Arabia, with its vast oil reserves and strategic location, is a vital partner for China. The kingdom's energy resources are indispensable for China's growing economy. Securing energy supplies is a top priority for Beijing, ensuring that its industries and population have the necessary resources to thrive. Saudi Arabia plays a crucial role in this regard, acting as a reliable supplier of oil. China also sees Saudi Arabia as a gateway to the wider Middle East, a region rich in resources and opportunities. The region is of strategic importance to China, both economically and geopolitically. It offers new markets for Chinese goods and services. Strengthening ties with Saudi Arabia helps China to advance its interests in the region, paving the way for more comprehensive economic and political cooperation. Moreover, China views its partnership with Saudi Arabia as a way to challenge U.S. dominance in the Middle East. This is part of a broader strategy to shift the balance of power. By forging closer ties with Riyadh, Beijing aims to undermine U.S. influence and create a more favorable regional order for Chinese interests. The strategic calculus is central to China's long-term vision for its role on the global stage.